Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirit, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energies to you, beautiful viewer. And today's reading, we will be taking a look at who or what is coming towards you. So what energy shift is coming towards you? Could it be a person, a situation? What sort of energy is coming in? And we have 3 decks to choose from. Pile number 1, OK Tarot. And this will be in the description box below, and in the pinned comment you could select your timestamp. Option number 2, we have the Night Sun Tarot, and for option number 3 we have the Morgan Greer Tarot. So feel free to pause the video, and whichever deck you are intuitively guided towards will most likely have the most messages for you, and I will see you at your pick. Hello, gorgeous pile 1. If you pick the OK Tarot, then pile 1, this is your reading, and we'll be taking a look at what energy is coming towards you, who or what is coming towards you, and if this feels like passing energy or energy that's kind of going out of existence, and then there might be another pile for you. All right, now there should be some resonating here of energy, and I'll ask that you use your intuition here. If it is not clicking, then most likely it is not your pile. All right, so most of it should resonate here in the passing energy, although if it sounds like all passing energy, then chances are your pile could be elsewhere, and this is just a past energy in the timeline here. All right, so let's take a look. For pile number 1, Spirit, can we get clear and concise message for beautiful pile number 1 in regards to what energy is coming towards them, who or what is coming towards them, any major shift in energy. Please allow me to channel this energy for pile number 1, and thank you so much, pile number 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed. Thank you, thank you. All right. We have a card falling. Spirit said to give it a good shuffle, clear the energy. So we have 5 of Wands, we have the Devil in reverse, we have the Moon, we have the 6 of Cups in reverse, we have the 10 of Cups. Why is the 5 of Wands here, Spirit? We have the 9 of Swords. Why is the Devil here in reverse? We have the 5 of Swords. Why is the Moon here, Spirit? We have the King of Cups in reverse. Why is the 6 of Cups here in reverse? We have the Sun. And then finally, we have the Hanged One, which is the Hangman in reverse, clarifying the 10 of Cups, and the Tower as the overall energy here. So let's get into your reading, pile number 1. Wow, this is heavily charged here for sure. I'll get the signs kind of out of the way. We have Capricorn, Pisces, and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces again, and some Leo, and Pisces, I believe, with the Hangman. I'm not quite sure on that one, but heavy Pisces here. I am seeing the Moon and the Sun, which is divine masculine, divine feminine energy here. Okay, divine feminine is all about what's hidden in the subconscious, emotions, and we also have the Sun here, so things that we are conscious of and bringing clarity and illumination to situation here. So we'll get into your reading and see if this is internally you getting balanced or what is going on. All right, so with the Tower being the overall energy here at the bottom of the deck, this is kind of giving the whole flavor of the reading. And this is where the collapse of a belief system, of a situation maybe that we were involved with, or a set of circumstances. Could be a relationship, a partnership, a belief system that is now kind of coming unraveled or has come unraveled. Okay, and you might be amidst this right now. So there could be a lot of things that were not true, or you're questioning whether they were true, or you're looking at as no longer being a true value system, or something here that is now falling away from your life. And it could be very scary, because when we have a tower, we might have to really take a good hard look at ourselves. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on here with this tower and with this moon, because this is all about subconscious energies, okay? And we might have not have been wanting to see something here when it came to our emotions specifically. This is heavily charged emotions, and the King of Cups here is all about deep love and emotions. However, he is flipped upside down, which is a block in emotions here, or being able to process emotions. And it's right beside this Divine Masculine card here. So I think you're having some realization, or you're now illuminated, maybe, potentially. Now I say you might be, again, this is energy coming in. So if you're resonating with being a little bit upside down or letting go of something here, coming into the future, okay? And when I say future, this could be within the next week, within the next 3 months. You're illuminating your emotions, or you're looking into your subconscious, specifically when it comes to being held back, or not allowing yourself to love, or not allowing yourself to feel, or not allowing yourself, I want to say allow, something's holding you back, either around you, something you've built or something you've carried, some sort of value system or structure. Something was holding you back here, okay? And it could just be you're holding yourself back, but I feel like you're going to illuminate whatever this is, and that's the thrust of this reading. Now let's start with kind of more passing energy here. We have the Five of Wands, which is all about being conflicted, okay? This could be inner conflict. This could be other people challenging us in our belief system. This could be challenges in our environment, in our setup, in our beliefs. Something here was challenged here, and I feel like you, like you had a lot of anxiety here, sleepless nights. This could be like a mental prison in which we are, especially beside this Five of Swords. This is all mental energy. So we might have not have been able to act or fight or move forward because we were held back by some sort of belief, I feel here, okay? And yeah, it made you feel stuck. It made you feel like this Five of Swords is not a very good energy at all, because we can't really win at life, or we feel like we're competing maybe against ourselves, or we have conflict in having to maybe express emotions, maybe filter emotions, or process emotions, or move forward romantically in our lives here. In a way, in a deep way that we might have not have been able to in the past. The Devil energy here in reverse is actually a pretty good sign, because with the Devil in reverse and the Tower, this means a shedding of something that has been holding us back. So I do believe it is something that you might have been telling yourself, or a belief that you have been held back by, that was creating a lot of conflict, that you're learning to release or understand some more, although it's causing a lot of anxiety, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of questions, and it might be really impacting your actions and your thoughts, okay? But I feel like there is a working on releasing, or an understanding that this has been holding you back in your existing life, in your environment, in your relationship. Something was holding you back when it came to your actions and thoughts of yourself, or of this situation, of how you showed up in the situation. Right smack dab in the middle, we already talked about. So the moon is all about our subconscious, our fears, our emotions, taking a really good deep look at ourselves. This is divine feminine energy, so we might have been balancing out our feminine and masculine, and the feminine is all about feelings and emotions and being very receptive to this, okay? So it could be that we were heavily in our masculine and needing to understand how to allow ourselves to be a little more open and receptive to love here. And I do feel like there was a block, or is a block, and you're becoming very aware, especially when it comes to, again, your own way of showing up, your own mental dialogue here. Okay, now there is a Six of Cups in reverse, and the Six of Cups is, it could be soulmates, but it's a person, place, or thing of the past. And the fact that it's reversed, it is keeping us held back. So I'm getting multiple things here. There could be a connection, a relationship with somebody, or a situation of the past that you were conflicted with or are still conflicted with that has triggered this, okay? That might have fell apart, that might have kind of been the catalyst to you kind of reviewing the situation, and it's almost a situation here that feels impossible from you to mentally move away from, and your emotions are heavily tied to the situation. So there's an inability to really allow yourself to move forward. Now, this is also childhood representation. So there could be something in the past here that has happened to you. Okay, now it doesn't have to go as far back as childhood. It could go back to past lives even, or childhood, or a past relationship here. Something that has happened here that you're now identifying, or you're shedding some light around, that has really impacted you in the mental space, potentially held you back, potentially, like I said, with the devil here, this is being bound to a toxic mindset or relationship or situation that we're held back by. And I feel like you're really illuminated to the fact that you've been held back by something that has happened in the past, someone from the past, something here that you're really shedding light on or trying to get some understanding. Now, this is in future position, and because the title of this video is what's coming into your awareness or who or what, I feel like this is still, you're moving towards shedding light around past situations, people, or things that have held you back here, okay? And also a realization of where you stand here within an existing connection here that may have happened in the recent past that has shed some light, or that created some sort of conflict here that's triggered some of this stuff here. And I feel like what Spirit is saying is, unless there's light shed on this situation, it is feeling almost like your feelings are kind of stuck here, okay? And because your feelings are stuck, you're not quite able to make sense of how to move forward or let go of a situation here, because these are stuck feelings in reverse, okay? And until you kind of are able to really make sense of something here, you feel very emotionally stuck on something here. Now, we see the Ten of Cups, which is absolutely beautiful, because this is ultimate emotional fulfillment with another coming together, two people building a family and being extraordinarily content when it comes to emotions here. So this is a beautiful outcome to see here. Now, this is clarified here by the Hanged One. And the Hanged One is all about enlightenment and being able to shift our perspective from a different view so that we could see things differently. And that's all we've been talking about, right? How we were seeing, how we were held back, how we're shedding light around past situations, how maybe what we built on shaky ground is now kind of tumbled down because it might have been based on something that was not true, or some situation that wasn't allowing us to be honest with ourselves or look at our subconscious. However, with this in reverse, I feel like what Spirit is saying here is that in order for you in the future to be content with another person, okay, because you might be content within yourself, but in a relationship where two people come together to build a Ten of Cups, you're really needing to change your perspective, because you are kind of stuck here. The Hanged One in reverse is you kind of coming to the table from the same perspective, and it is somebody who is in an unhappy type situation here because they continue to do the same old or have the same old mindset. So they're committing themselves to an unhappiness, committing themselves to same old, committing themselves to a same perspective that has got them the same results. So I feel like what Spirit is saying here at the end is that the whole reason for this sort of painful, because again, letting go of a devil is never fun, and it is challenging to be in this mental prison, okay, especially where there's pain involved in emotions, and us shedding light and illuminating where we might have been subconsciously sabotaging or causing pain or conflict here, especially in a situation involving another or our own lives. we're needing to really get a better perspective here and understand things from a different angle, where we are maybe unbiased, or where we can now see sort of where we were blocked, or how we might have acted in a way that was really triggered from a past wound, or from something that was holding us back to the reality of a situation here. So Spirit is recognizing here, in order for you to be completely emotionally fulfilled here in a relationship, there has to be a shift of perspective. And this is why this is kind of happening the way it is. And we have the Ace of Swords, and this is all about a new beginning and being inspired to act, and being optimistic, communication. And this could be you having kind of the zest to move forward and move on. And I feel like in order for you to move on or have a new beginning, that's great. Although Spirit is saying there needs to be a review of this in order for you not to stay kind of in the same sort of mindset, or else you'll get the same sort of results here over and over until this is kind of addressed or looked at. Yeah, and the Fool in reverse. So this is also a new beginning, although in reverse it is, you know, us maybe foolishly, this could be foolishly repeating a cycle, or foolishly doing something here, especially if we don't address something that's going on here, and we resulted in a tower situation, and we move on, or we have a new beginning. If we're not dealing with or looking at our subconscious, we might foolishly repeat a cycle here. And this is also about not really allowing ourselves to take a risk for a new beginning here. So I feel like Spirit's message is actually coming quite loud. There might have been a situation here specifically where you were conflicted, where there was a lot of mental thoughts and anxiety due to you being held back, that did not allow you to take a leap of faith, did not allow you to take that jump or that risk, in which you will be more than willing to have a new beginning here once you dive into whatever this is. Because this could be, like I said, childhood relationships, could be, you know, the relationship with a parent, could be a relationship with a past partner, could be a past life type relationship here that has left you with this sort of a block when it comes to love and emotions and expressing self. And not only expressing, but like I said, filtering emotions, or allowing emotions to be kind of flowed through you in a way that is healthy and not impacting you when it comes to moving forward in your actions in a partnership here. All right, so I hope this helped you, beautiful pile number 1. I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous pile number 2. If you pick the Night Sun Tarot, beautiful deck, then pile number 2, this is your reading. Now we'll be asking Spirit to take a look at what energy is coming towards you. What sort of shift in energy? A person, a situation, a mindset. What sort of shift in energy are you kind of expected to see here? Now, if you're resonating with the first bit or some of this energy, but you're not quite resonating with all of it, it could be that because this is coming into your awareness, you might not be fully aware. You just got to resonate with the first bit in order for you to know that this is indeed your pile. Now, if none of it's resonating, it could be that this is not your pile. Use your intuition over my intuition. And if this all sounds like very old energy for you, the whole reading, then it could be that your pile is elsewhere. All right, so I'd like to thank Spirit for allowing me to channel this message. I'm so blessed, so grateful. We'll ask for a clear and concise message here for pile number 2, for the greatest and highest good of pile number 2. And pile number 2, thank you so, so much for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed. Now, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you come across this video, it was meant to find you. All right, we have the 3 of Swords. We have the 4 of Cups. Clear and concise message for pile number 2, Spirits. And we have the King of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Swords in reverse. We will use the one that flipped. which is the Queen of Cups. All right, Spirit, clear and concise for pile number 2. Why is the Three of Swords here, Spirit? Why is the Three of Swords here? We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Why is the Four of Cups here? Sorry, I don't know why I thought this was the Four of Cups. This is the Five of Cups. Okay, why is the Five of Cups here? One cup looks really hidden in the shadows. Interesting. Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Why is the King of Pentacles here? We have Justice in reverse. Why is the Seven of Swords in reverse? We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. And finally, for the Queen of Cups, clarified by the Temperance in reverse. And the bottom of the deck energy, we have the Lovers. Very interesting. Pile number 2. Holy camoly. Okay, beautiful pile number 2. We have Gemini energy here very strongly. And we have Libra. We have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And we also have Sagittarius. And some more Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here. So lots of energy here, which could be prominent in your birth chart or the energies around you at this time. Now, because the bottom of the deck is the Lovers, this is all about having to make a choice, okay? And this could be a choice between, you know, what we want for ourselves in way of following our true love. So it could be our person, our career, a path in which we want to choose an option here. It could be deciding between two lovers. It could be deciding between staying kind of with the same energies or going in a new direction. Okay, but the Lovers is all about having to make a choice and being aware of something that might be changing our destiny or someone that might be changing our destiny here with this Lovers card. Now, I do see 3 people here. So I have a some sort of energy here that might be talking about you being in a third party type situation here, okay? Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be another romantic person. It could be that you yourself might have an energy interfering, your person might have some energy interfering, or you guys might have another person around you that's interfering in this connection in some sort of way, okay? This is what I'm really getting from this Lovers card, and it's pretty enmeshed, or at least I feel like somebody can't move forward until something is resolved here energetically. And I do feel like it's around love. And yeah, I'm feeling a heavy third party type energy, okay? So just take what resonates here. But I feel like because there was or is still a third energy here, whatever happened between you and somebody here has caused a lot of heartbreak. And I feel like both of you guys feel the same way. And I think Spirit is telling me that that is important to communicate to you guys, because I feel like one person might have got, I don't know, feels really, really slighted by the other person here, okay? But Spirit wants you to know that there's an even distribution of pain. And I don't know if that makes you feel any better, but that's what I heard. So even distribution of heart pain when it comes to the heartache in this sort of situation here. And I feel like somebody had to exit abruptly, or somebody was very, they might have just ghosted. They might have just ended things very abruptly, which caused a lot of pain here and sadness. And I feel like somebody was trying to, sorry, something in my eye. Somebody might have took things a little too far here, and they were considering themselves. And I feel like there was a using of a third energy here, okay? So however it's resonating, if it's another person, place, or thing, I feel like the person that you, and again, you could switch energies if this is you, but I feel like this energy that I'm picking up here was hanging on to this connection, but like pulling or hanging around or still sucking life or energy, or still has a third energy kind of up in the mix that was adding a lot of confusion to this situation, and I think this person really wanted to do what was best. I feel like this person is also either highly spiritual or religious or wanting to do the right thing morally, ethically. So they're kind of conflicted, but I feel like this person was always kind of looking, I don't know, kind of feels like they're on eggshells or looking behind them or looking to see that they're doing the right thing. And I feel like this person, I feel like this person could be very well aware that there would need to be kind of a interference when it comes to their stability, their legacy, something they've built here for long-term stability. It's almost like there's a recognition that they'd have to uplift or impact a family situation here, because this is all about family legacy and what we've built within our family here for future and long-term stability, something that was really solid here. And in order for them to shake it up or move with emotions or whatever, they were kind of needing to address the situation, although they were acting, I say acting, but they were kind of, their actions were based on emotions here. Okay, so I feel like what Spirit is also saying is that there were true emotions, there are true feelings here. I do feel there's love. I do feel like there's a sadness now that something has ended. I do feel like there was a separation or an ending due to some sort of third-party energy, in which there was a need to really look at a family structure or some sort of long-term legacy stability that was built. And with the King of Pentacles here in the middle, this is also giving me family energy here. This is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. And I feel like somebody who is, you know, a committed type energy here, a father type energy, somebody who does honor stability, is in a situation in which things are upside down. So it really is a little bit confusing for this person, or at least out of their comfort zone, and it's bringing a sense of imbalance here to this person's life. Okay, so now what energies are coming towards you is, I feel like whatever person, if you're resonating now with this person or this situation or what has happened in the past, and you feel like you haven't really received any sort of justice here in this situation, this is kind of an update on what's going on energetically within this situation. Now, this could be you if you're resonating with this, but this person is needing to find a sense of balance, a sense of justice in this situation. Okay, and I feel like there is definitely a need for there to be further healing, because I feel like there is some remorse, some regret, some looking back on a situation here from a perspective of not just feelings and emotions, but again, spiritually, ethically, morally, and from a practical perspective, how their actions might have impacted them and the situation with you specifically, in which they made a quick exit, or they kind of abruptly ghosted, or just kind of exited the scene here. Okay, so there's a heavy emphasis on needing to bring balance, a sense of justice here, and things have not been just, and things have not been really balanced within their lives either here. Okay, and so I feel like what's happening is however they acted, however they were shady, however lies or deceits or under the radarness has happened, I feel this is coming to the surface either by way of communication, or this person is now coming clear with their conscience, because I feel like in the past it really bothered them. Okay, so it really bothered them. However, again, you can resonate if this is your energy, but it bothered them to be in a situation because it didn't feel just, it didn't feel balanced. They could no longer continue morally continuing the way that they were continuing here, especially when it impacted flipping upside down, I feel like a family or some sort of stability or some sort of structure. So I feel like this person has taken some review of a situation and now wants to kind of flow in the right direction. I feel like this person understands that they didn't quite receive what it is that they wanted, and even if they did receive what it was that they wanted, it didn't leave him feeling very good because it wasn't following the most clear and honest path here. Okay, so I do feel like this person is wanting to right any wrongs and bring a sense of balance here. And I do feel like this person is recognizing here, and this is the big one, is recognizing where you, because I feel like you're coming in as this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You don't have to be prominent Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but at least this Queen of Cups here is somebody who is loving, somebody who offered love, compassion, somebody who wanted to birth something with this person, either a new relationship. And I feel like this person also spoke the same language when it came to spirituality or religion or some sort of emotional connection here on a spiritual level that both of you guys understood here. So there's a deep, deep, deep sense of love. And I feel like you, okay, you can flip the script if you're the other energy, but I feel like this loving, caring energy here kind of got left behind is how this person is saying, okay? Because I feel this person is the type that wants to be committed and stable and solid and reliable, but I feel like this person has not done any of that in the situation with you. I feel like this person has lied, has potentially been, yeah, deceitful and not clear, and left you in a state of not emotionally being satisfied here, and neither have they left themselves satisfied with how they've left you here, and it brought nothing but imbalance here. And they're recognizing you're needing to heal, that they've potentially really hurt you here, and it could have left you in a state of influx and imbalance here. And for some of you guys, it could have left you physically pregnant. Okay, you might have been pregnant by this person, or at least you kind of might have been preparing or planning or doing something here, changing something here in order to accommodate this person, and then they all of a sudden pulled the parachute and left you stranded here. And I feel like you've had to work your way through the shit situation here, okay, with the lotus flowers here growing in wherever, the mud. You've had to really pull yourself out of a dark place here because this person just was not stand-up-ish. So what energy is coming towards you? Well, I feel like this person is getting very clear as to their conscience about how they were deceitful. And I feel like this person is becoming aware of the injustice that they have brought towards you. And I feel like it's becoming a shift from me, mine, what's going on with me, and how have I left, you know, pile number 2 when it comes to their emotions. How have I left pile number 2 based on my deceit or my not being honest? How have I left pile number 2, and are they healing? And so I don't know that this person is necessarily going to reach out so much yet. I don't see here, but there is a shift in energy where this energy is really focused on your well-being, or at least considering, or yeah, we're going to pull 3 cards here because I feel like this is just energetically very charged when it comes to, this is the wrong deck. I don't know why I picked up that deck. Let us shuffle this deck. Sorry about that. We're going to take a look at 3 cards here for anything further Spirit wants to communicate in regards to this energy. Anything further, Spirit? What does this mean for pile number 2? Is there further communication? Is this just a shift in energy? What can pile number 2 expect here? Thank you so much. We have the King of Swords in reverse. We have 8 of Pentacles. And we have the Star in reverse. And the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. Now we have the Queen and King of Pentacles. These are counterparts here. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This could be husband and wife. Okay. So we have the King of Swords coming up in the reverse. The King of Swords in reverse is somebody who cuts somebody out of their life. They could be quite cold. They could be quite, yeah, like the King of Swords is logical, but when he's acting out of, in reverse in his shadow aspect, it could be quite illogical, and I feel like that's exactly the energy. This person was cold, potentially cut you out. Again, this could be you resonating with this type of an energy where you had to make a quick exit or just leave a situation here. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Okay, so I feel like whatever that energy is kind of going away. This person is now looking at where they can invest, and I feel like this is invest in the material world here, okay? Not like spiritually or energetically, but more like what they can do, what they can focus on here. And I feel like what they can focus on to kind of bring back balance here in when it comes to this connection, because I see two people here, and the Eight of Pentacles is all about what we do in this practical world in order to bring results. Okay, so it could be repetition, it could be the energy we invest, the time, the dedication we commit to something here. And I feel like it's commitment or some sort of dedication towards bringing a partnership here. But I feel like if you're resonating with this energy who got kind of abandoned here, you're a little bit resistant. I feel you're a little bit angry, and rightfully so, but I feel like this person understands that you're going to have some resistance, you're going to have some sort of anger about what has happened here, or them cutting you out abruptly here. So I feel like this person is kind of preparing themselves to say, am I going to have to come to the realization that, you know, things are not going to line up the way that I want here with this person. The star is all about dreams coming true and our hopes and desires. Within in reverse, it's like losing hope, not getting what we want. And the fact that we have, you know, the Nine of Cups in reverse and the star in reverse, this is like one not getting one's desire, not getting one's wish. This is also about needing to heal. Okay, the star in reverse, Temperance in reverse, this is about needing to heal. So I feel like your person is concerned with potentially you not being healed from what has happened, and they're wanting to understand if you're healed. But bigger than that, what Spirit is saying is your energy now is coming in at the end here, and Spirit is wanting you to dedicate time and energy into healing from this situation, because there's a big emphasis on you not being healed, or you not allowing yourself to fully get over a situation here in which somebody pulled a quick exit or was cold or ghosted or did something there. And I feel like this is really you putting in your energy into allowing yourself to release any sort of resentment, any sort of energy here that's holding you back to somebody who did not show up, or who was a little bit not in the up and up. And these are intertwined. I feel like these are really intertwined. So until you're able to do this, okay, without the expectation or understanding that this energy is going to do anything about this, I think you have to fully release and fully accept the fact that you're needing to heal from this energy in order for things to move forward. That's the biggest communication here. Okay, not because you're wanting this, whatever this situation, because I feel like this person's really left you in a pretty shitty situation, but you needing to release resentment, you needing to focus on your own desire, your own hope, because I feel like you've lost hope, or you've also lost whatever it was that you wanted for yourself. So you're almost not striving for something here, so which sounds quite cold. I mean, you need to now aim for something here in order for things to get better, but that's really what I'm hearing, is aim for something greater for yourself. You know, birth something here creatively for yourself. Could be whatever, a relationship, your own art project, your own creative pursuits, your own focusing on self, but there needs to be a dedication of energy, time, and commitment to yourself and your healing in order for energy to shift in this situation. Otherwise, there will be no balance. And I feel like this person will just kind of stay in the wondering whether you're healed or whether things have happened with you here. So there is a stuck energy here, okay? And I feel like it's you kind of still energetically, I feel this energetic cork, or this energetic lingering, or this energetic waiting, or some sort of energetic thing that you're doing that's intervening with the flow of energy here. that you need to remove whatever energies from this person in order to free yourself here, okay, for things to start moving again. And this could be just allowing this person to come in to repair or allow for forgiveness or some sort of understanding here, because I do feel like there was a deep spiritual bond, a connection here, you know, and I feel like you guys creatively might have shared the same passion, and emotionally I feel you guys both loved each other, and I do feel like spiritually this was very, very deep. So spirit is wanting there to be peace, spirit is wanting there to be balance and healing, and you know, this doesn't necessarily mean it has to go back to some sort of a romantic thing here, because it does not necessarily have to be. But I mean, that's up to you whether you choose to, you know, forgive somebody who left you in a pretty shitty state here. Again, flip energies if you must. And that was it for pile number 2. I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous. Pile number 3. If you pick the Morgan Greer Tarot deck, then pile number 3, this is your beautiful reading, and I cannot wait to get into it. We are looking at what energy is kind of coming towards you or shifting, what person, situation, or energy is just coming into your awareness, into existence. And we'll ask Spirit for clear and concise message here. Now, if you resonate with the first bit, then chances are this is your pile, but because this is coming into being, you might not fully be realized here what is coming into being or awareness here, okay? But if you're not resonating with any of it, then it could not be your pile here, and maybe your pile is elsewhere. So obviously just take whatever messages are resonating, and if it all sounds familiar, then chances are this is a passing energy here, and you might still have a pile elsewhere, because again, this is coming into your awareness, coming into your being. So we're hoping to see a little bit down the road here for energies. Okay, so Spirit, clear and concise message for beautiful pile number 3. And thank you so much, Spirit, for this message. And thank you so much, pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you click on it, the message was meant to find you. All right, so thank you so much. Let us take a look at what we have. We have the Hierophant in reverse. We have the Hangman upright. We have the Page of Cups in reverse. Wow, these really wanted to come out. We have Strength in reverse. We have the Knight of Pentacles. These are coming together with the Four of Cups in reverse. Ooh, I'm feeling massive head rush. All right, why is the Hierophant in reverse here, Spirit? 10 of Cups. Interesting. Why is the Hangman in reverse here? We have the Temperance in reverse. Why is the Page of Cups in reverse? Ace of Pentacles. Why is Strength in reverse? The Sun. Interesting. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here and the Four of Cups in reverse? 9 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. All right, beautiful pile number 3. This is interesting. This kind of is giving me pile 1-ish energy, but we'll see when we get into it. I see the Sun, I see the Moon. This is all about Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine at the bottom of the deck, which is all about our subconscious. Okay, our fears, taking a deep dive into emotions. This is all receptive energy here when it comes to Divine Feminine, and this is Divine Masculine. So we could be balancing out our masculine feminine energies internally, or we could be involving ourselves with if you're Divine Feminine with the Divine Masculine, and vice versa. So it could be internal or external, but let's see what we see. The fact that the Moon is at the bottom of the deck could be that we weren't seeing things for what they are, or clearly, or at least there was stuff in the subconscious that is needing to come out. Okay, and this is kind of adding the whole flavor of the reading here, because the Moon is when we're seeing things from seeing things kind of not clearly for what they are here. Okay, and the fact that I see the Hangman here in reverse, this could be us seeing things as we've always seen them to be, and then sticking to our situation here, although we might not be happy, although we might be repeating same old, although we might be committing ourselves to something we might feel comfortable by or we're not quite content with, but I feel like we might be seeing something here because we've always seen it that way, and there's a need to see things a little bit more clear or differently. Okay, now I feel like what this is really talking about, because the first card is the Hierophant in reverse. Actually, let me get the signs out of the way. We have Pisces, Taurus, Hangman, I believe is Pisces, Sagittarius, Leo. Okay, it could be prominent in your birth chart or around you. All right, so I feel like what this is in regards to, and I feel it very strongly because the very first card carries the most weight here in the reading, and I see the Hierophant in reverse. So the Hierophant is all about, you know, what we value, our traditions, our ideology, our belief system, how spiritually we might be connected to the spiritual world, higher levels of commitment here. And when it's in reverse, this is like, I always feel like this is kind of being so committed to something that we're foolishly maybe not understanding something, or seeing something here for what it is, because we're sticking to the rules so much so that we're sacrificing some part of ourselves. And the fact that the Hangman is also in reverse beside it, I feel like there's a sacrifice here of self because you're not seeing something clearly here. Okay, so I say you are because this is passing energy. So I feel like if you're resonating with this type of an energy, you're most likely going to resonate with what's coming in. But so this could be a value system, a tradition, a belief, a religious thing here. Maybe how you have your family structure, or you believe something to be your way of life. Some, again, ideology or something here that you're like sticking to come hell or high water. But I feel like it's a foolish commitment of sorts, or at least it's playing a role of you kind of going down with the ship of this mentality, and it's not really seeing things clearly because there's something in the subconscious that is either not addressed or looked at in order to shed light as to why there's this belief thing here. Okay, and I feel like this can talk about, this is both lack of commitment, Hangman in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse. So this could be somebody who is not wanting a commitment or afraid of commitment when it comes to another person coming together. 10 of Cups is two people coming together to build a happy family. Okay, those are both people emotionally satisfied, happy together, coming together and sharing love and emotions. Okay, and I feel like there needs to be healing, and there needs to be a blended approach, especially when it comes to two people. Again, we see the two hands kind of blending together, coming together. The Temperance is all about, you know, two cups kind of coming together, and it's alchemizing a situation in a tempered way where, you know, we're healed, because the Temperance has her toes in the healing water here, and the healing waters are being kind of flowing from one cup to another cup in a nice, even, tempered way. Now this is in reverse, so I feel like either somebody was not bringing balance to a situation here because they're unhealed, and so I feel there was a block here when it came to alchemizing or bringing in the right amount of stuff in order for two people to come together to share a 10 of Cups. And I feel like it's somebody who's afraid of commitment here. So if this isn't you, then this is some energy around you, okay, who's fearful of commitment and not seeing things clearly because they're unhealed, they're not able to show up. And yeah, and this is the Magician in reverse. So somebody unable to manifest something here, okay, to actually ground something here. The Magician has all of the elements, so that means in a practical way, somebody who's able to show up in a practical way, somebody who's able to speak the truth, okay, and understand things clearly. I mean, they can't understand things clearly. They're in reverse here because they're in the moonlight. Somebody who's able to have an emotional new beginning here, start anew. These are all aces here, okay, but this energy can't start new with the Magician in reverse, can't manifest in this world, can't bring in from the 5D or from the ethereal space or another dimension into this world, and because the magician's all about what we manifest here. Okay, and I feel like they're unable to communicate here either, because this is communication, and it's also about yeah, divine timing. So I feel like there's a block here because somebody is not seeing things clearly and deeply rooted in the subconscious of fears, a commitment to some sort of religious belief, a commitment to some foolish way of ideology, needing to heal, needing to bring balance, and potentially not showing up in this way. And this is Mercury energy, which is, you know, all up in our thought, but Mercury is also Virgo and Gemini type energy here. So in the center here, we have the Page of Cups, and this is all the beginning stages of opening our heart up. Okay, this is like innocent love, but early stages. This is like, you know, flirtations, lighthearted opening of our heart space to being receptive to love. It's kind of like the Ace of Cups, starting on that kind of journey, and being open to what love has to offer here. I feel like with this in reverse, the beginning stages of sharing love or opening the heart space is blocked here. Okay, and in order to get to a 10 of Cups, somebody has to at least start or offer a cup here. Okay, this can also be somebody not apologizing with this in reverse, or not communicating something about their heart space here. Yeah, and I feel like Spirit is emphasizing here, this Ace of Pentacles, this is a new beginning here. Okay, when it comes to grounding things in a practical way. But because we were seeing the Magician in reverse with that 1 pentacle here, unable to manifest something in this world, I feel like in order to manifest something here, this person, one, needs to apologize, I feel. And not only do they need to apologize, now you can be this energy, okay? So flip, flop, whatever you're feeling here. So this could be energy around you, but not only do they need to apologize, they need to open up their heart space from an innocent way. Okay, there needs to be an opening here in order for things to get moving in this 3D world, and for there to be progress here, time invested, something moving in this world outside of just having feelings or emotions here, or some sort of energetic bond. There has to be an apology, and then there has to be an opening of heart space in order for things to kind of move in this practical way. Although I do feel like this energy is not wanting commitment or staying away from anything that has to do with, you know, planting a seed for future sort of stability here. So, and it's all leading from this emotional space, from an inability to emotionally open up here. Okay, so what Spirit is saying here is that there is, this is interesting because these two kind of are meaning same and opposite things here. You see the Strength in reverse, and you see the Sun in upright. So this is somebody who is needing the courage, who is having to really face their fears, but it's all about self. So it's self-realization and going within and really looking at our subconscious, and we might be scared what we find there, but we need to take a look and see how there's animals here, and they're wild, right? And they're howling at the moon here, and they're kind of unleashed. And I feel like this person could have been very held back, or holding back their animalistic side here, trying to hold themselves back rather than allowing themselves to control, you know, how they can move forward, how are they can let themselves kind of be free, but at the same time have the courage to, yeah, pull forward or hold back with within themselves in order to move a situation forward. But I feel like this person was very held back, and I feel like this person could have been in an unhealthy ego. These are both about ego cards here. This in reverse could be an unhealthy ego here, heavy Leo. And I do feel this is heavy divine masculine energy here. Okay, so this person is potentially having to balance their masculine feminine energy from within. Okay, this is the anima when it comes to a divine masculine, so this feminine side, and being receptive, but I feel like this person's held backness here, and I feel what's happening here, and this is the energy kind of shifting here. This energy is around you, or maybe this is you. There's illumination. This is very similar to pile number 1. There's illumination around this person understanding where they were held back, where maybe they were too afraid, or they were allowing their ego to get in the way of holding them back of what they really truly wanted here. They're illuminating the fact that maybe they weren't open in the heart space, and that they're needing to apologize for being held back in some sort of way. And also they're getting enlightened here about, you know, what was stopping them from grounding or moving forward in a practical way of allowing themselves to open up to what the future potential could be here. Look at this doorway. Okay, so in order to have an open sort of flow, that there needed to be a beginning of something here, but I feel like there was a block here, and this person is recognizing that they were potentially the block when it came to self, and there was a deep sense of fear here with the strength and the moon. This is somebody too afraid to look at, where they might be committing themselves to some sort of idea here that isn't allowing them to bring in happiness, and that made them show up in an unhealed way here, in an unbalanced way here. Okay, and we see here in the Sun card, there's 2 people looking at each other here. And we see beautiful sunflowers. I feel like this person recognizes that in order for things to really get balanced here in this partnership, okay, so whether this again be some romantic connection or just whatever connection this is, I feel like there's a partnership here, and in order for things to really get balanced and for things to get very clear, this person is now understanding what's happening here. And I feel like what's happening here is them holding back, them not facing some sort of fear here, them needing to apologize, them not opening heart space, has all led to things not progressing, and there not being a beginning here in a practical way in order for things to move forward. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles, this is the slowest moving knight here in the tarot, because the Knight of Pentacles, although very, very dedicated, carries that pentacle with him. Okay, and I say him, but doesn't have to be a him. It's just the energy here that I'm reading, not gender. So he's moving forward with a pentacle here, and understanding that in order to move forward with the pentacle here, there needs to be illumination in addressing all this. And I feel like what this person is identifying here is this 4 of Cups is all about unrequited love, and somebody who might be in a state of apathy or boredom, or this is like my crybaby card, somebody who has experienced maybe a heartbreak or something, and it tends to dealing with the breakup or dealing with their emotions, but they might have been offered a cup of love here from you at one point in time, and they're looking at it. They either didn't take it, or they dismissed you, or they weren't dealing with things when it came to an emotional space. They're kind of frozen here. This is in reverse, meaning this person wants to dedicate themselves slowly but surely, and getting out of a state of apathy, getting out of a state of rejecting their emotions, specifically when it comes to this connection. They're illuminating or shedding light around how they can move forward in a practical way and stay dedicated to coming out of this state, because I feel like this is all around them not allowing themselves to emotionally accept love, okay, a cup of love, or offer a cup of love here, either which way, either offer or accept a cup of love, and it is really blocked here, okay? So, and I do feel like this person has been really, really held back in allowing themselves to open up, and also really held back in probably apologizing to you for whatever situation here, I feel, because I do feel is very slow going, and I do feel like this person could have been very stubbornly hung up on something here. Now, this person here, okay, the same person I'm reading here with the 9 of Wands, is still fairly guarded. The 9 of Wands is where the wounded warrior has gone through a long journey, and he keeps gathering these wands, makes a wall here, and is kind of protected here, and is recuperating, and could be focusing in on how do I get out of my state of apathy, could be focusing in on I'm not content, let me get out of whatever boredom state I'm in and focus on that. as I recoup here behind my wall. So I'm a little defensive here, but this is an energy of, do I go back in for another wand? And if I go back in for another wand, that's the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands is where, you know, the final wand collapses and falls apart. And it's an overburden type situation here. So this wounded warrior can either throw in the towel, okay, and just retreat, or this wounded warrior can go in and get another wand here and finally, you know, break the camel's back here when it comes to all of the wands of burden here that have been happening here in this situation, because I feel there's a burden with mindset or a commitment of sorts here that's a foolish commitment of sorts, or at least not based on reality. This could be fears based on illogical fears, okay? So we're telling ourselves that untruths, or we're telling ourselves something here to the point of it handicapping us and moving forward, and we're committing our life to something here. And so I feel like this warrior is not ready to give up, because he's still in the upright, so he's still willing to fight. Okay, he's still willing to fight, and I feel like he's still willing to fight and be dedicated and committed to getting out of a state of apathy here. Although I don't feel like this energy is, moving forward towards anything in this connection so much. I mean, he's looking at the sun with the two energies here, but he's really hidden and defensive behind a wall. In fact, the only movement is very, very slow, and it's a movement in reflecting on one's own unhappiness here. But there is illumination. So how this impacts you, or this energy, I feel like this energy around you is now shedding some light around their held backness, and where they have been held back by fear, or needing some sort of courage here to face the situation. Now, let's get 3 cards here just to get a little bit more in regards to this situation. Spirit, why are we seeing this for pile number 3? Is there anything further pile number 3 needs to know in regards to this energy, how it's shifting? How does this impact pile number 3? Final words, anything I've missed? Thank you so much. So we have the 5 of Pentacles, we have the 2 of Swords, and we have the 6 of Cups. I'm getting head rush, very massive head rush. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles, this is, you know, people being left out in the cold where they can go seek refuge. In this depiction of the 5 of Cups, there's 2 people, and it looks like they're coming together, and one is really wounded here. And they're consoling one another. And I don't see, because like in the traditional tarot, there's like the door to the church is open, or the beggars are outside and they could seek refuge. Here I just see someone out in the cold, somebody, this wounded warrior. Here he has his gear. He doesn't look wounded at all here. Okay, so I don't feel like this person has experienced, or at least allowed themselves to get close enough to experience wounding. Maybe they were really guarded here because of all this armor. I feel like this person has been armored up. Okay, and it could be because of their mindset, so they're really armored up, and they have the wall, and they have their armor, but I feel like this person is wounded. Somebody here is very wounded here, and I feel I'm getting heavy reconciliation type energy from this card, with 2 people coming together, although the 5 of Pentacles is, yeah, where we're feeling like we're left out in the cold. So there's something about an inability, or something that didn't progress here in a way that's left somebody feeling out. Okay, and the next card we have, which is this 2 of Swords, and the 2 of Swords is where somebody is unable to make a decision. So they're sitting idle. They bury their head in the sand. They don't make a decision either which way. In this depiction, it's crossed. So this is where we have 2 opposing things. Okay, because sometimes the 2 of Swords is like this, which is more balanced. And I feel like when it's crossed, there's 2 opposing thoughts, or, yeah, thoughts, okay, or ways of being here that are opposing each other, that cannot exist at the same time. So this is my belief and my ideology. Therefore, I cannot choose, you know, if I'm fearing commitment here. I cannot choose to ground something here. You know, if I believe whatever value I have here, it prevents me from making a decision, although I feel like there was a deep sense of emotional tie here with all the cups here. I do feel like there was emotions, love potentially here. In order for this person to choose one way or another, it's like they have to go against their mindset here, which they were really bound to and committed to their mindset, but not committed to the situation here. So it prevented in a stalemate or somebody not moving forward. Now this is in reverse. So what I'm getting from here is somebody got left out in the cold, is feeling left out, and I do feel like there is a decision made, or a decision made because there was a lack of a decision. So I do feel it's the latter. Somebody got left out in the cold, they were indecisive, and a decision was kind of made for them. Okay, now I do feel like this card is all about person, place, or thing from the past here. Okay, this could be past life relationship. This could be soulmate card. This could be, you know, our high school sweetheart. This could be us reminiscing memories of the past that pull at our heartstrings here. This is feeling at home. And we have the two people here again. So I do feel like what's happening here is there is a soul recognition, and there is... I do feel like their story could go either which way here. I feel like somebody unable to, somebody who was unable to move forward is now able to move forward, but more heavily so, I feel somebody who was unable to make a decision was made for them, and now they're kind of stuck out in the cold here and wanting a reconciliation. This looks to me like a reconciliation, getting out of the cold, coming for, you know, support or refuge. And this is also a heavy reconciliation, coming in, wanting to ask for forgiveness, and now handing that cup. Okay, these are beautiful lily flowers. I think those are lilies, but handing the cup over, okay, and we see, you know, somebody who might have been in a state of apathy, not taking the cup, is now wanting to come out of that, or not wanting to offer the cup, okay, and now coming forward with the cup, coming forward with the cup, coming forward with the apology. So I don't know that this person has resolved this. All I know is this person wants to offer an apology. This person is in their memory. This person wants to come forward out of the cold. They're feeling, yeah, they're not feeling very good here. And it could be because they sat in stalemate, or with two opposing thoughts here, in which the universe had to pull the trigger here, or maybe you had to pull the trigger here with this person, unless, of course, you're resonating with the person who was not moving forward. Then you might have been caught inactive, in which your decision got removed or made for you. Now this is somebody who isn't seeing very clearly either, okay, and they could be not seeing very clearly because, again, we saw the moon, and we see the moon represented here again. So somebody is acting out of fear, or they're only thinking about their fears, thinking about, you know, what if scenarios, which is not very logical here, but it is holding them back in some way. But I don't know that this person has addressed or acknowledged any of this, other than the fact that we do see illumination here. And there is, when there's illumination, there's some sort of light shed on a situation here. And I think the light shed on the situation has made this person recognize that potentially they weren't moving forward here, and that they're wanting a reconciliation. But I don't know that there's been healing, because this is in reverse. And this upright is all about healing. And this is the only real thing I see here about healing. So I don't know. This person is a little bit interesting here. But that's all I have for you guys. Pile number 3. If this resonated, leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you soon. Bye.